Blessings! Welcome forward to Reasonings right here at the Tree of Life. I am at the humble, beautiful, majestic river and just holding this awesome vibe. Yeah, with my source and myself, harmonizing with the awesomeness of nature and sharing a word and a thought. There's something that has been on my spirit that I wanted to tell, the people who have been listening and paying attention to, like the channel and the sharing and the information. You don't have to let others know what plan God has for you, to bless you, to enrich you, to awake you to the highest level of your potential, of yourself. Telling others creates ammunition against your purpose. It makes unnecessary enemies. You have to be wise enough to understand life is intricate. We don't have all of the information or the understanding to process all of it within our lifetime. It's too much, and there's too much insignificant events that affect the greater goodness that in order for us to quantify, we would also have to consider those little insignificant things. Part of those insignificant things is when you're really happy about a vision God has shared with you, when you're very happy about a thought that has filled your heart, when you're so happy with an inspired emotion and feeling that has come clearly from the inner spirit, from the source of being, you sometimes blunder by blubbering it, by unwittingly unraveling your own seeds of destiny by exposing them. Because even the seeds that you plant for sustenance in the agricultural reality or the natural law has to be hidden beneath the soil and has to be protected from predators coming from so many different dimensions or directions, if you want to use that. So much potential to destroy your seed of destiny, your seed of prosperity. So when God has revealed to you a purpose-driven existence coming to a grand fruition, you got to learn to keep that growing in your innermost sacredness, in a silence, in a quietness, in a hidden quietude that is not disturbed by revealing it to others. The human life is riddled with jealousy and envy because humans, when they hear of what you believe the word has spoken clearly to you, even from just a thought, they get jealous because they compare. Why hasn't it been that their thoughts have been answered? Why haven't they gotten the response you have? Even if it is an individual psychological state that you are imbuing into yourself or allowing through yourself, they're wondering, well, why is it that you are able to have this and I am unable to have this? Because I've been doing A, I've been doing B, and then, please remember, humans, we hold ourselves so highly sacrosanct. So because we hold ourselves so highly, when you are speaking such intimate, internal building blocks of information with others who have their own complexes, believe me, you are going to get complex responses because it is a complex argument, it's a complex situation for their mentality. And even if the individual is strong-willed and highly driven, there's no security in thinking that they will not be offended or feel put aside or feel competitive by your pronouncement. Don't ever think that way, because conquest gone has been. It's not conquest that is, or conquest is to come. They always want a new conquest. They always want a new challenge. So sometimes the challenge becomes you. There are songs in our cultures that says study your friends. I was never one to study my friends because I was always recognizing that we all have flaws. So I'm not about to tell a person just about their flaws for the sake of saying, well, I am not that way because I know I have flaws. Not that I'm accepting it based upon some weakness in me. I'm saying through my behavior and my attitude as the person I am, spoke the truth about life. And in that truth, I shed light on behaviors The individual can individualize because I am general about it. But they know it relates to them, and this has always been me. So when I've been doing that, an individual has been listening to that kind of an argument and a rhetoric, and then later on I begin to recognize that the study your friend's attitude was being exacted on me by some of my far estranged friends now, because I distance myself from them, from our business associations, from our dealings and such like that, because they were studying me, and they weren't studying me to help me to correct my behaviors. They were seeking ammunition to destroy, hallelujah, my work. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm coming from? They were studying me to destroy me. So when we're in conversations with individuals, let's use a young lady for instance, when we were in a conversation with a young lady, it became about a testosterone driven pissing contest, when a lot of times it was really about the content of the reasoning for me. What is the value of this interaction? And they were seeking points on the male ego that ultimately in the dominant cycle and in the dominant spectrum reduced a lot of my impact amongst these young ladies because I was undermined. And so it brings me to the point, be very careful who you're sharing this most intimate information of what the Lord has revealed in your spirit about you, about His pronouncements on your destiny. Hallelujah. Don't tell everyone what plan God has to bless you. That's something you gotta have as a pride in self. That is something for the self. That is a selfless nature to acknowledge that the self is valid in recognizing this. Don't go spreading your pearls to swines. It will not come back to be a benefit to you. Believe me, believe me, believe me. So when God has revealed His plans to enrich you, you must be imbued with the knowing, the faith, the confidence within this plan that God has for you, that you work on it. You work on your portion of that plan, because everything has a responsibility. Because if something has been bestowed upon you, you have a responsibility to maintain a certain way of being, to be able to carry this gift and manifest it in fullness. So blessings to all who have been gifted by the Most High God to manifest the highest virtues of your well-being. Keep it secret, nurture it, develop your innermost sanctum, your sacredness, your sacred nature to the highest of being and possibility. Yeah? Grow in your faith, in absolute self-confidence and faith in Yahuwah. Glory to Yeshua Mashiach. Honor, blessings, and love, joy, and prosperity.